Hi, I welcome all of you all to the Jahangir Tutorials channel. I am Professor Zubair Jahangir and today is a very special video because we are going to talk about something which is very important to you and clearing the CS exams. So, just recently the results were announced. Many students have cleared and some have not. For both, we have brought in something which will help them tremendously during their examinations that are coming up. Let's see. Now, if I was a student and I have just cleared my examination, I would be thinking that I need coaching, I need to join certain classes. So I would be confused where to join. Now, whenever I would want to join, I would want to know who are my mentors, how are they going to teach me, what is their study pattern, what has been their past performance, and everything to make me a successful professional. And obviously, one thing I can assure you that a mentor here is not only a mentor for your examinations, they become a mentor for your entire life, where students today not only ask us, advice during examinations, but even when they are in articleship and even when they have become a company secretary and we have discussions with them as well. So joining a mentor who is always there with me throughout my professional career is very important. So we brought in a special surprise, something which we've never done before at all and in our channel. But this is something that we brought in thinking from the students' point of view who are in CS executive and have their attempt in December 2022, something special for them. And for those students who have cleared the examination and are in CS professional now. So for both of them, we have a little surprise, something which is very unique, and you need to pay a little attention to understand what am I saying. So let's see what the surprise is. First, we are providing free access to the students to understand the course and the entire subjects, the lectures, the faculties, everything. So what are we talking about? First, if I am going to buy anything, let's say I went to buy a laptop, I went to buy a phone, I went to buy anything, we go to buy anything, we want to first check it, try it, because we don't know whether it will suit us or no. So what did we do? We said one of the thought was to allow the students to buy the lectures and give them a certain, like some of them they prefer to give a refund in case if they don't like. What are we thinking? Especially let the students get the access to all the premium lectures, all our paid lectures. You will get free access to it for 2 days. You can go ahead and understand the faculties, how are they teaching. You can understand the language, the command over the language. Second, many times students ask us that how are our lectures getting over so quick? Again, what do? We edit the videos. I specifically edit those videos and then upload. So it's going to be trimmed down to perfection, because I'm thinking from a student who is watching a recorded lecture. He wants a lecture without interruption. So if I'm studying company law, director's chapter, I will open up the chapter from the module, chapter number 16, and I want my video to be chapter number 16 in sync of the module and in a flow without interruption, and all those glitches should be edited. So all the videos are very well edited, and that's what you will be able to see. Second, whether it is available for CS executive or CS professional, answer is to both. So if you're in CS executive and you have your examination in December 2022, I will provide you the access and I'll show you how to get the access to the paid lectures for free for 2 days. So you can go in, understand. Many times we've heard that, some people don't complete the portion, and that doubt should never be there, because you will have all the recordings of all the chapters out there. You will get a 2-day complete access. Generally, our students, I prefer to have the lectures in English, in module language, in English, which is very commonly understandable to the students. So if you've seen my YouTube lectures, now you will get the access. You can watch those lectures, listen to the language of the faculty, because even if I teach in Hindi, you have to write the paper in English. Second, that's why we prefer to speak in the language and try to train the student to develop the language of the book. So the lectures are primarily in English. However, if any students has difficulty, we are always there. Second, this is even for CS professional level. Now, CS professional students who are planning to join CS professional will also get access. And trust me, I've learned in the pandemic, I've learned everything. I've learned how to handle this entire portal with which I'm interacting with you. I've learned editing, I've learned graphic designing, I've learned marketing, I've learned everything under the sun so that I can give the perfect lectures. Until date, I've never come in with a pitch like this, because still I'm not extremely sure. I'm very much into ensuring perfection. You can go ahead and check even the CS professional lectures. The lectures are very professionally edited. The language is very specific and very student friendly. Even if I teach in Hindi, so normally even my English wasn't that good. मेरी भी English इतनी अच्छी नहीं थी. But by reading, with speaking, with making notes, with listening, I improved my language. And the same thing I want for you. That is when you can clear your CS professional level examination. Now, how do you access this is the main important thing. So you get free access to the paid course. You can check out and experience the quality for yourself. Listen to the faculties. We'll talk a bit about the faculties as well. How do you get it? Now, this is the manner. I want you all to take a screenshot, share it with your friends as well, because it's very important, and this time bound. There is a specific deadline to follow the instructions as well. So you get a free access. How do you get a free access? Obviously, the lectures are in the app, in our app. So you will have to first download our app. Second, there will be a Google form that you need to fill up. You will have to fill up the form. That form I will take you through also, which will just ask basic details, your name, your email address, your phone number, and the phone number has to be the same with which you've registered on the app. So the mobile number has to be the same, and you have to tell whether you want access to CS executive lectures or you want access to CS professional lectures. So, and then from the back end, we will provide you the access, and you can go and check every single chapter is in place. Listen to the language, listen to the command, and we've taken in the flow of the ICSI study material. So I've gone through the entire study material. Before recording a lecture, we take immense effort to go through the amendments, to go through the entire module, to go through the past exam questions, so that we don't miss out on anything. Important thing to note is the mobile number with which you will register in our app should be the same with which you're filling the Google form. So we can then accordingly give you the backend access. And the last date to fill this, the last date is till Sunday midnight. Okay, so from tomorrow midnight, it will stop. We will stop accepting the forms, and then you will not get the access. So better after the video, you will go ahead and follow the instructions, get the access, and understand the quality lectures. Okay, now which app and how do you download? Firstly, in the description of this video, I have added both the link for the app as well as the link for the Google form. So you have to fill up both of them with the same mobile number on which you want to view the lectures. Now our app is for Android users. You will download the Jahangir Tutorials app, and for Apple users, if you are an Apple user, you will have to download the Class Plus app. So you'll download the Class Plus app, and in that you will put our organization code, which is IEAPQ. So it's IEAPQ is our organization code. So this is the manner in which you will do. The direct links I have shared in the description. So there is a Google form link which is there. Okay, both the app link and the Google form link is there in the description of the video. You have to quickly fill it up and then we will provide you the backend access. Now, also for those who have completed this process, there is a few more surprises and gifts for you all as well. So go ahead, download the app and fill up the Google form as given in the description. Those surprises and gifts will be given later. Now when I say gifts, it is all those which is required for you to clear the examination. Next, another thing is understanding an opportunity and grabbing the opportunity. Many times we have opportunities lying right in front of us and we don't realize it, don't grab it, and because of which especially in life we miss out on important things. So this is a very important opportunity. Go ahead, we've never done this before. This is the first time we are giving access to our premium paid content. Okay, go ahead, join that. The access will be given for 2 days. It will be mostly Monday and Tuesday, but still you will be there in the app. You will be updated. Now again, just understanding what is the level is very important. You don't want to later regret things that you haven't done. You might as well want to take every opportunity which is there in front of you. Now, just one more important thing. I did not introduce myself. Okay, so let me introduce you myself to you. So I am Professor Zubair Jahangir. I am a company secretary and an advocate. I used to teach at ICSI, at the main Institute of Company Secretaries of India, at the executive level as well as the CS final professional level. I have also founded a company, and it's a software company. That's a separate company and I'm the promoter of that company. I've also written a book on GST which is available on Amazon, etc. And I have been teaching CS students only from the very beginning. From the past 8 consecutive years, every single year we've got an All India rank. So from past 8 years, every single year we've got an All India rank. So obviously we know what we are doing. We are company secretaries teaching in the premier institutes, and you will get access to witness that. We've got All India rank 1, All India rank 2 as well. Now, I've also written a book on GST where you will get access to even the GST lectures. I would highly recommend, go ahead, any student who is giving, especially at CS professional level or CS executive level, go ahead, check the GST lectures. I've put the GST lectures in all section wise. Every single subsection is covered, rule is covered, everything is covered in the book. Okay, this same book which is there on Amazon, I'm giving you access to that where I'm teaching from it. Second, I also provide advice to companies with respect to GST, especially with respect to what has recently come out with the increase in GST. There have been companies which have come up to us for advice on how do they handle that increase in GST and if there can be anything done for tax planning for them. So go ahead, check those lectures. You will get an idea of the language as well. So I take in the laws at Jahangir Tutorials. Second, we have Fatima ma'am. Now Fatima ma'am herself is a All India rank holder. So she is a All India 13th rank holder in CS final. She will be teaching you. She is recorded the lectures, and a rank holder knows exactly how to get a rank. She's made those lectures exactly what to do, what not to do, from exam point of view, everything has been covered by Fatima ma'am. She also used to teach at the ICSI. She also has teaching experience and she is your key faculty for accounts and FM. Now her lectures are also in English, but I want you all to, even if you don't have strong command over English, like me, even I don't have that strong, I didn't have that strong, but I want you to still go ahead, because you will be able to improve your language, because today when we go in courts, NCLT, High Court, English is the primary language. When we see all the top drafts by companies, English, it is drafted in English. So this is a very good opportunity for you. The CS field, the profession itself is so beautiful. It helps you to improve your English. It helps you to increase your vocabulary. So you can go ahead, check Fatima ma'am's lectures as well. Listen to the language, listen to even her lectures. Every faculty edits their own videos. Second, she had also been, over 4,000 students had voted, and they had voted her as the best faculty for FM and accounts in the English category. So you can go ahead, check that out as well. And there is one more surprise for you all. Okay, one more surprise for you all. So are you all ready for that? Something which you all have not thought yet is this. So we have Samina ma'am with us, okay, right now. So not only me, even Samina ma'am, she who is our faculty, is now going to come and guide you further into this. So we'll have Samina ma'am in some time. So just wait back. She will be guiding you from now on. So I will sign off now, telling you all, advising you all, requesting you all that please go ahead, before purchasing anything, go ahead, get the access to all the paid content, understand, and then you will feel satisfied and you know exactly what you're getting into. I call in Samina ma'am. You just need to give me 2 minutes for it. All the best, guys. See you all in the lectures.
Hi everyone, I'm so glad to be around with you all. I will take you through what I think is very important to clear CS. Both Zubair, both of us are CS and are also core team member Fatima. She's in fact a ranker. So since we all have completed CS in our times, there is something, and today as you can see I have come far away from the student stage to now a professional. So being a professional of course is a very fulfilling journey, because whatever you have studied now is what you're going to put in application. The better your foundation is, the better professional you will actually become. So today what I want to take you through is what is the most important thing and what are the key skills or driving factors that are required to become a good student and in effect a good professional. Today I am what I am is because I have studied during my student age really well. I took my courses, be it my law course or my CS course or the other courses that I eventually did, with lot of dedication, and I took it very seriously. I am a partner of a law firm today. I head various M&A deals of huge values of 150 crores, 200 crores, and so much more. Okay, I have more than 12 years of corporate M&A experience, and I also deal in taxation, be it GST or direct tax. Now, according to me, and as I said, this is what I feel is most important, because when I was studying, I never studied late in the nights, nor did I get up early in the mornings and study. But I did one thing during the day when I got up from 7 in the morning to sit and study to 10 in the night when I used my day perfectly well. So I had lot of time management. I studied every day from day one, and I studied during the day. Okay, I never took too much stress because I studied from the very beginning, and it was not the last few months or days where you have to cram up. So if you do regular studying and you don't study only from clearing the exam, obviously you study for clearing the exam, but not only to clear the exam. You also study to understand concepts. The concepts that you understand today will be with you forever. Now, if you can see, according to me, most important is time management. Then is organization. And when I say organization, set a goal. Don't set goals in the long term that I want to become the best CS or the best professional. No, that is long term goal, have that. But have short term goals. For today, what I want to do, I just want to finish 150 MCQs. 150 MCQs, if one MCQ is taking me 3 minutes, that means I have to do 450 minutes of study. Okay, so all I'm saying is that it is possible to do it. You break it into small baby steps. So what is important to be, use your time and organize it in such a way that you'll be able to get the right result. The next thing is, how do you study? Like, how do I study? I do not learn by heart. I study by understanding everything. So today, if I open the book, I will read the entire concept. Do I understand it? Yes. I will again reread it so that I can learn the language, because the language of the law is very important. You have to learn the language. And the third, then again you read it one more time and you see if you can solve the questions. Now obviously everyone's capacity to remember and to then reproduces is different. But if you understand the concept, you will be able to remember forever. So understand the concept, that is more important. And when you're sitting and studying, and when I say study, do not take it in the negative sense, oh my God, I am studying. Sit and read and reread and read from a aspect of understanding what you're doing, and you have to take back with you forever. Next is what I say is self-advocacy. Self-advocacy is to build a team of people to support you. So it could be your professors, your mentors, your online guides, your teachers, your friends around you, your classmates. All of these are people who are going to support you. And these people are the ones you can ask help from. In every field of life, you will need somebody to help you. You cannot say that I am the best, I can do everything, I have the best books and tools available. That is true. But you always need somebody in every walk of life to guide you. So that is also equally important. And the last step, what I feel, is stress management. Because as you come closer to your exam, or when you're giving your exam also, it is very likely that you will get stressed. When people are talking, "Arey, ye book se padha kya? Have you read this book? Have you referred this subject? Have you referred these notes?" Obviously, it's not possible for you to do everything. But what is important is that you trust yourself, trust your mentors, teachers, whoever you are giving so much confidence to. That listen, these people have told me to look at this, I have looked at this, and that's enough. A lot of people, by giving you this kind of haphazard information, can get you stressed. Once you get stressed, your brain will not be able to combat all the information and reproduce it during the exam, because your brain is stressed. And when I'll tell you how the brain works, when the brain is stressed, the first thing that it does is tries to protect itself. And by protecting itself, there could be different mechanisms. Some people get angry, upset because they are stressed. Some people get cold because the brain says the best thing is to do is not do anything. Sometimes people get hyper and they forget because they're so fast. So because they are stressed, the brain can react negatively. So best thing is to manage the stress. Now, how do I manage stress? Obviously, when you are doing such big deals, you are stressed. First thing is to breathe. I just breathe. I'm like, yeah, okay. Someone will ask me, have you studied this? Oh my God, ye nahi pada. You did not study this. I'll say, yeah, I did not study it. No, I forgot. I'm not going to do it. Trust your gut. Trust your people. Trust the lectures that you are reading, supporting, attending. And for all of that, you have to be one thing that, okay, whatever I have done, that is only going to come in the exam. You know what another thing they play in your exam? They'll ask you questions, and the first 3 questions are as though you don't even know which subject exam you're attending. And it has happened when I attempted for my CR paper, that is corporate restructuring. The first question was on tax. The second question was on forex. For first 15 minutes, I was so scared that am I even attending the right paper? But I still relax that it's okay. If it is tough for me, it is tough for everyone. I have studied. It's not that I haven't studied. Let's do whatever I know. And I started attempting. I left the first question, left the second question. Third question onwards, I started writing. And guess what? By the time you start attempting the paper, you know that it's not that bad. Few questions will be tough, and they use that to stress you out. Do not get stressed out. Remember the 5 goals. If you remember these 5 things, I think you'll be able to clear the exam very well. It'll also help you in your life, because I still use this in today's day and age. Also, after becoming a CS and being a professional, I still write down early in the morning when I get up, then how am I going to use my day? Time management. I organize everything. How am I going to then use my day, my time, and how am I going to get my goals for the day? How am I going to achieve it? Then whenever, in my case, it is not study, but there is reading. If you are a professional and if you decided to go into this field, you have to be a student all your life. Be updated. I sit and read. And always around me are people who are highly motivated, who are always looking forward to doing something. And in all my life, there will be some or the other form of stress. How to handle stress? That is something that will stay with you forever. Master these skills. We are there to help you. As I said, Zubair and I, and this is not, we're telling you. In fact, you can ask any of our students. We have gone out of the way to help them. So it could be one day before the exam when the student is calling us, sir, ma'am, we are stressed, we don't know what to do. Or during the paper. Do you know, once one of our topper students called Zubair sir during the paper? How? Because she was writing the paper and she was unwell. The teacher said, the invigilator, that if you want, we can call your guardian. She called up Zubair sir. Zubair and I reached there with cold drinks, with rejuvenators, pumped her up so that she could come back and write the paper. So that's what I'm saying. We're always there for you. Okay, so feel free to reach out to us. Now, this is a small, study tip plan on how you should study. Okay, so plan, as I said, time management, plan a study schedule, very important. Now, when you're planning your study schedule, you have to keep in mind that you give all the subjects and all the topics equal importance, because you cannot be studying income tax forever. Even though income tax is tough as compared to probably due diligence. But that doesn't mean you will not do due diligence. You'll have to give equal time to every subject because you want to clear every subject. Okay, you have to have a conducive environment. What Zubair did was he joined a library and he studied there only. I prefer to study in the house. So whatever environment you are comfortable studying in, do that. Okay. Paraphrase and reorganize concepts. So we can teach you, correct? We can explain you concepts, but write it, paraphrase it, make it small into your own language, in your own method, so that you can remember the concepts. And always do revision, effective repetition. Repetition means revision. Unless and until you might study one subject in the first month, and on the 9th month you won't remember anything. It's a human brain. You have to do effective repetition. Revisions at constant intervals. Use the correct strategy for the right subjects. So for tax, I can give you the strategy. If you follow my strategy, you can never go wrong. Okay? My most important, sleep well. Okay? I'll tell you what Einstein once said, that if there is an important exam the next day, I sleep normally. Einstein said that normally I sleep for 8 hours. But when there is an important exam the next day, I sleep for 10 hours. This is Einstein. He did not say I stay up the whole night. Nor did he say that if there is an important exam, sleep less. He said normally I sleep for 8 hours. But when there is an important exam, I sleep for 10. That means your mind is the most charged and equipped when it is well rested. So you have to give that rest to your mind as well. I have done that. I've never stayed awake whole night, okay, for any exam. And because one night before you can't even do much. So you have to trust yourself and it will all come back. Okay. And don't overlearn. Now what is overlearn? Because sometimes what happens, people are doing so much for a particular subject that when it comes to the exam, they write so much they are unable to finish the paper. Now, when you're studying, you have to study in such a way to the point, because that's what you have to write. If you study too much, okay, and I'm talking extremely from the exam point of view, overlearning is never a problem unless we look at it from an exam point of view. When you're studying too much, you will not know what to write. You have to be focused in your studying so that you know what you will write. Now, after having telling you all this, I'll tell you one thing, and which all the stalwarts in the field follow. Okay, I personally do the same, and I'll tell you something that I learned recently. I was listening to one of the big lawyers in India, and they said only one thing, and I was listening to 3 of them. And that's what I was like, how do I become the best lawyer or the best professional in India? And there is no there is no excuse to being well read. So if you're a professional, you have to have the knowledge. There is no excuse. You cannot say that language is a barrier. You cannot say that I could not do it for XYZ reasons. There is a family issue, personal issue. No, there is no excuse to being knowledgeable if you're a professional. And that goes for all your life. You cannot say that I studied so many years back, I forgot. Will not work. So knowledge is most important. Another thing that is very important is to have the courage to stand up and say that yes, I know what I'm doing. Courage to stand up and say that I have read it, I am aware. And courage to stand up and take up an issue and handle it. You need the courage in life. It could go from being a student to being a professional. In all phases you need the courage. Everyone will tell you one thing. Okay, if you feel that no, this is incorrect, or this doesn't apply to me, or I can do this thing better, or this I don't fit here, have the courage to stand up. Every person is different. Today I am very different from Zubair. Zubair is very different from Fatima ma'am. All 3 of us are different. All 3 of us have the courage to do what we are doing today in our life. So now, as I said, the most important thing is knowledge. No excuse for knowledge. The second most important thing is courage. And that goes for every field and whatever you're doing. But out of all of this, the most important thing is preparation. And I'll give you a small story before I end for today. So there was one of the biggest lawyers in India. And at the age, and he was a briefless lawyer. When I say briefless lawyer, he did not have any cases because he was just a fresh lawyer and nobody wanted to give their matter to a new lawyer. So what he did was just basically go from one court to the other, just observing. And then one day, one client came to him and said that, listen, this is one case, you can take it, but I don't have money to pay you. Now, when he said that, the lawyer easily would have said, this person is not even paying me. Why should I even take importance, or why do I put in effort for this case? But however, what this lawyer said, he took the case. He said, I will do whatever I can to get this man to win. Okay, and he was, mind you, he was a junior lawyer, and he had no experience except from observation. This man put all his energies into preparation. He said he knew the case so well, better than the client. He knew the case so well, better than the opposite party. He knew the case so well, better than the judge. And he lost the case. Mind you, he lost the case eventually in the High Court. But he became famous. And how he became famous? Because of his argumentation skills. And how did he build his skills? Because he was well prepared. Same thing today. If you are well prepared for your exam, nobody can stop you. You can come from any field. You can be a commerce student, art student, science student. But if I am well prepared, nobody can beat me today. Okay, you can do whatever you want. You can come from whatever strata of society. You can have a language barrier. All of this can be overcome by preparation only. So if you're well prepared, how do you prepare yourself? Sit on a table and chair for hours together with your books without thinking left and right, and just read. Understand, nobody can win if they are not prepared. You have to win, and to win you need to prepare. Now what Jahangir Tutorials is doing, it is helping you prepare. What I would suggest, okay, and Zubair has been kind enough, what he's saying, download the app, fill the Google form, and he'll give you free access. If you want free access of all our lectures, just download the app, fill the Google form, and get free access to Jahangir Tutorial lectures. It will be good for you to understand whether you can listen, hear, learn from the way we teach. Is the teaching helpful to you? Okay, can you understand what we are telling you through our lectures? It would be lovely if you could reach out to us and tell us that these things are something that you like about our lectures, or we would be more than happy to even listen to things that you do not like about our lectures, and we will try and improve it. Download the app, and you can right now and fill in the Google form. You will get 2 days free access. Okay, thank you so much. Please feel free to write in the chat box or connect with us. Thank you.